Alright guys, I'm finally caving. I've heard you. You want me to cover the witch slap. I get it. I've finally been pressured into it, guys. Today, we'll be looking at the Town Hall 9 witch slap. What's up, guys? It's Powerbang. Welcome back to another video. Today we're covering something that I feel is ridiculous, so strong, ridiculously strong, and takes not an ounce of skill. Now, I know some people will debate me on this point, but it is insane. You drop all your troops at the beginning, you kind of pick some spots before the raid that you might drop a couple spells, and that's it. That's it. You wait for the queen ability, and that's all you gotta do. It's the witch slap. What do I mean by witch slap? Let's go ahead, take a look at the army composition, guys. I asked my guys to do a couple of witch slap raids. They did 3 raids. They were 3 stars. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Shouts to Sero and TH10 for helping me out with the content here, and I've got a special raid coming up in just a little bit. This is the witch slap, though, guys. I'm going to pause it really quickly so we can see the army. 1 witch already on the field right there, so there is 10 witches in this army composition. I'm going to show you 2 different army compositions, both of them lovingly referred to as the witch slap, as the witches will slap the base to death. You'll see it in just a second here. But 4 healers. Now, the 4 healers aren't going to go on your queen for a queen walk. That's what you'd normally see with 4 healers at Town Hall 9. No. Instead, what you're going to see are 4 healers split 2 and 2. You're going to have 1 group of witches, about half of them, go on one side of the map. The other group of witches go on the other side of the map, typically pick a corner, and you want to angle them so that they go down one of the sides of the base. Then you've got a golem. You've got bowlers in the CC. You do need bowlers for this, guy. So if you're in a clan and you don't have bowlers, recruit. Find some people with bowlers, or find a new clan. That being said, bowlers are required in the clan castle, and you also need the king and queen up, obviously, for this strategy. So let's go ahead and watch it here. We've got, looks like 4 witches coming down over here on the corner, followed up by a wizard. Wizard kind of helps poke holes in buildings and get some stuff going on here. So 5 witches on the other side, it looks like. Dang, man. Not too bad. So we've got 1 witch kind of held back, kind of waiting to see where that's going to go down. Right up the middle, just for some extra skellies in the center here. A little bit of distraction. Now, the CC composition, it honestly doesn't matter. The CC does not matter, but you do want it to go to the golem, to the heroes. Notice the sides of the base. I have to stay kind of a bit zoomed out here, guys, because the witches are supposed to go down the side of the base. Now, this wasn't done properly because they went back to the center. Now, that's okay. This is how forgiving the strategy is. On the other side, you can see the healers keeping up these witches, and they simply just kind of mow their way slowly down the side of the base, while in the center of the base, you've got a double jump spell. Your goal is to get the heroes, the bowlers, into the center of the base and as deep as possible so that they can, inside of a rage spell and a heal spell that's going to receive them in the core, you want to drop that heal after your bowlers are outside of the range of the golem that's in there, or when the golem dies. So as the golem's about to die, drop the heal spell. Just pay attention to the bowlers and if they're being targeted. If they're being targeted, heal them up. Don't let them die. You want them to be in there as long as possible, taking things out. And that's exactly what this does. So the healer finally goes down on the side, gets taken out by an external seeking air mine. But the damage is done at this point, guys. Enough of the base has been taken out that it's just momentum at this point. A few witches left over on the outside here, and the heroes are obviously both still up. A full health queen with 2 healers, you're not stopping her with a couple of wizard towers here, guys. So we'll fast forward through the rest of this. Queen ability not even used yet. This was a pretty good example of an attack that wasn't even that well executed, but it just works. Even a troll Tesla in the corner that was missed, and they come back, get it done in time. There's your witch slap. Let's look at a couple more examples here. This one was 1 golem, 10 witches in this particular composition. That is not necessarily like a standard army. You can kind of fluctuate depending on how many witches you think you will need going down the side of the base. But let's look at another raid. Okay, scrolling up. There we go. Sero hitting TH10 again. This time, the base looks a little bit differently, but again, he's going to bring in 8 witches this time. He drops them in the top, and notice that he gets hit by a Troll Tesla immediately. So what's he going to do? He just drops in the healers, and look at that. The witches don't even die. So he gets caught with a Troll Tesla on a witch, doesn't even lose a witch. Same thing on the other side, Troll Tesla out there. He's able to correct that, and now the witches are going to go down the outside of the bases. He's got 4 on each side, or actually 5 on the right side, it looks like. 5 probably on the other side as well. Yeah, man. So really, really strong to start. Doesn't lose anything, and it looks kind of sketchy up here for a little bit. He's being targeted. It looks like he may lose a witch. The witch does go down, but he gets the archer tower, and it's all about gaining momentum. So the funnel's created. He drops a couple of wizards to help out with that. The first jump spell comes down. The second jump spell comes down, and here go the bowlers. Now, this time he even gets unlucky with these bowlers. Check this out. He gets his archer tower taken care of. Boing. Couple of them gone to a spring trap. Doesn't matter. Witches roll on. On the outside of the map here, they are going down. The healers keep them up. It's insane. So poison spell, just drop the poison for whatever the CC is. If it's a lava hound, drop in a poison spell to get the pups when it's taken out by the queen. You've got a minion in this army composition or a couple archers or something like that. Look for stuff in the corner, and if there's nothing there, make sure you just drop it to help out with the pups when the queen actually blows up the lava hound. So up top, we've got one more healer, and look at this. They keep up those witches. We've got one archer tower up there trying to keep up, but literally just can't catch up with those skellies. The witches finish it off, and these guys literally just go in the around the base and wreck it. So that's all there is to it, literally. Drop 4 or 5 witches in the corner, couple healers in behind, send them down the flanks on the outside of the base, and then once the funnel has been created by those witches, maybe you help them out with the wizards, then you send in a double jump spell. First one first, because you only got 40 seconds of jump at Town Hall 9. First jump spell goes down, you send in your bowlers, your heroes, make sure they get into the base, and as they're going into the base, drop the second jump spell. Rage spell down when the bowlers are further along into the core where they can actually reach out and on the skip hit a lot of the backside defense. You'll kind of get a feel for the timing on the rage spell. We'll watch one more raid here and get a feel for that rage. Let's watch TNZ this time hitting Sarah. They're going back and forth here. A little bit more of a spread out base, and we will actually pay attention to the army once again. 8 witches in this one. He's already got 2 on the field. Where did he start? Up here. So he's got 2 witches on the field, but 8 witches only. This time he's brought 2 golems. 2 golems as part of this army composition, and he's able to make this work as well. He also has wall breakers. The goal here, 2 golems buy enough tanking time and reliable wall breaking location. So the queen, or not the queen, but the wall breakers can actually break the first layer of walls, and he can get even deeper with those jump spells. So you're going to see the same thing at the start. You're going to see witches down, and as they start kind of heading in, you're going to see healers come on behind him, and he's got all 4 witches on both sides, and he positions the healers so they're as protected as possible from these air defenses. Now, still going at air defenses like that can be a little bit of a risk. He could have come from the other side here, but let's see if it matters. I have a feeling it's not going to. Witch slap is ridiculous. So he waits for the funnel to be created up here. You can see all those buildings on the outside are down. And notice, here goes the king. He's going to be trying to get in on the outside. Test wall breaker comes down, triggers the little bomb, and then the wall is opened. So now at this point, the second golem is dropped in. We've got 1 on the outside tanking, and now it's all about trying to take out this wizard tower so the queen does not walk. Well, too late. She walks. So now in the core, we've got bowlers, we've got the king, poison spell receives the CC troops. If it were a hound or air troops in there, either the poison takes care of them, or, if it's a hound, the bowlers and the king just ignore them. So, funnel fail on this, but let's see if it even matters. Anyways, the golem is in there, taking things out, still tanking. We've got bowlers, skipping rocks over the walls here, and they are going to be getting to the queen any moment here. King locks on, rage spell down super late. The golem is pretty much out of range to help, but look at this. I mean, just craziness. The golem even takes out the Tesla over here with the help of the bowlers, and we've got healers in there still healing everything up, and we've even got healers coming around the outside still. 1 archer tower out there is not going to be able to keep up with the skellies from 2 different witches. This is insane. And again, it's just a momentum attack. Drop everything on the field, and then you pretty much sit back. and you watch the 3-star. So that is kind of it at Town Hall 9, but I've got a special bonus for you guys this episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of the raids that went down just this weekend in WHF Rising, one of our feeder clans. We had somebody using a Witch Slap as a Town Hall 9 to take out a Town Hall 10. So here we have Honey taking on O'Roy Carbon 1891 in the WHF Rising CWL Rising War against La Gran Alianza. And the same exact strategy, guys. Witches in the corner, 5 of them on each side to start, it looks like. Wow. So that's the plan. Just go down the sides with the witches. Couple more sent in on the left side. It looks like that's the queen side. Potentially some more help there. The funnel's being created. This is going to plan so far, and as you can see, as these buildings are kind of taken out, the king and the queen are going to have nowhere left to go but inward. So once this gold mine goes down, that is kind of the key building. You see the Skelly's head over there? It's down just in time. The king and the bowlers head in. The queen actually, I mean, the funneling was absolutely perfect in this, and you see the witches now are committed. Each side is going to go down the flanks. Now, the Inferno Tower is all the way on the backside here, and you can see that second jump spell lets them out of that skinny center column all the way to the backside. So there's the rage spell. You see the heal as well in the core. Bowlers are still up. We're going to take out the CC. A skeleton spell is dropped on the backside there, and that is simply to distract those Inferno beams as much as humanly possible. And as you can see, bowlers are nuked relatively quickly. But you know what? Multi-target Infernos, maxed out multi-target Infernos. Guys, this is not a low-level Town Hall 10 base. This is like, you know, high-level walls, maxed Infernos, and he mows through it with no problem at all. He still has 6 witches on the right side, 3 or 4 witches up on the left. Looks like 4 witches up there. The queen is still alive, and look at this. She gets the mortar. Oh my goodness, the mortar goes down, and that was absolutely clutch because there's only one more splash building in the whole base. Let's look up top there. O'Roy Carbon is holding on by a dear thread here, and Honey don't care. Honey don't care. She is... Honey is... Oh my god, this is ridiculous, honestly. I'm loving it. Honey's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 witches left over. This was smashed. Absolutely smashed, guys. So I can't say enough about the strategy there and the execution. I got nothing. So on one hand, I'm disappointed in myself for spreading this filth, this plague, this scourge to the Clash of Clans universe. But at the same time, Honey made it so I couldn't ignore this any further. Hope you guys liked the video. Witch Slap is OP. I'm saying it. This has been Powerbang. I will catch you guys in the next one.